Namaste. Welcome everybody to the channel Omnipresent. Today I'm going to talk about Muchukunda Moksham. Then we must know who Muchukunda was and how he got Moksham and the reasons behind that. For that, we have to go back in time. We must know about Lord Sri Krishna, Bhagavan Krishna, the ninth of the Dashavatars. He was the most benevolent, the most merciful, and most pragmatic, realistic, so far as human life is concerned. He was the hope of the hapless. He was a terror to tyrants. He lived in Dwaraka. And Dwaraka was in perennial threat of Kala Yavana. As the name suggests, Kala means black, Yavana means Greek, black Greek. His father was from Gandhar, Gargai, might be black. But this Kala Yavana was black, and his mother was a fair lady from Greece. So Kala Yavana. He was a giant of a man. His ambition was to become the world emperor. For that he had to defeat the formidable king of India. That was Jarasandha, who ruled from Magadha. So he was waiting for an opportunity. Krishna, though faced many threats from this Kala Yavana, was biding time to eliminate him. See, Krishna's patience and perseverance. It's a lesson to us. I know many highly educated people just falling into despondency, saying, see, I am helpless. How could they be helpless? If you have half an acre of land with right technology, you will be able to produce a lot of things from your half an acre of land, and you can lead a very fine life. But the thing is that you want to become a billionaire overnight, that's the thing. Those people who have fallen into despondency have just acres of land. If they have patience and perseverance, they can become billionaires. That also in a happy way. So this is a lesson from Krishna's attitude towards problems. He is able to solve intricate, very complex problems through simple means. I am coming towards that. So one day, Muni Narada visited which place I told Kala Yavana's Gandhara. He was the king of Gandhara. Gandhari, you know, the mother of the Kauravas, Dhritarashtra's spouse. She was from Gandhar. Gandhar is in present day Afghanistan, and Gandhar is known as Kandahar. So there had been bloodshed since long back. So Kalayavana was a ruthless, a merciless, a fiend of a man. He wanted to become the world emperor. Just imagine if he happened to be the world emperor, what would be? He would bathe in human blood. So he was waiting to defeat the king of Bharat. That means Jarasandha of Magadha. If he could defeat him, then he would be able to get hold of, he would have the sway over Bharat. Then the way to world emperorship would open. So Narada Muni visited Gandhara and met Kalayavana. As was his wont, the Muni said to Yavana, "Oh Yavana, I hear that you are planning to invade Magadha. How come you got the news?" You see, I am a world trotter. I visit the heaven. I visit the earth. I visit Patal. I visit all the places in this universe. And I get news through many sources. Oh, what you said is right. I am planning. You see that I have got an army of 3 million, 3 dasalaksha, 30 lakh soldiers at my command. Isn't it easy for me to defeat Jarasandha? But for that you need not have to go all the distance, because Jarasandha is coming to Mathura. There you can just meet him. And you can also meet his Bettinaya, his arch enemy, a small lad, a cowherd of about 16 years, named Krishna, Gopala Krishna. He pretends that he is the avatar of Lord Mahavishnu. Is it so? So it's easy for me to finish 2 birds at one shot. Anyway, thank you, Narada. I am moving away. And Narada vanished. Then, before vanishing, he also said to him, "Be careful about that young boy called Krishna. He is very cunning." I am not giving you a warning, but just for your information. He had defeated Jarasandha 17 times. Okay, what can this 16-year-old boy do against my gigantic body? Then he set out at the head of 3 million soldiers. He deployed all the forces at vantage points near Mathura. Then he boarded his chariot and rode towards Mathura. As he was nearing Mathura, there was a boy standing there. He had the same appearance what Narada had told. He was holding a kamal or lotus flower and enjoying its fragrance. Then he had warned about that, Narada had warned about that child. The child was the killer of his uncle Kamsa, who was a tyrant. That's why Jarasandha, Kamsa's father-in-law, decided to demolish Mathura, and now he is coming here. Anyway, I am your death god. When he saw the boy, Kalayavana stopped the chariot and alighted from it with a thud that shook the earth nearby. Then he stood at full height and challenged the boy. "You scoundrel, you cowherd, you pretend to be the avatar of Lord Mahavishnu. Now I am here to fight you. You fight me and prove your boast. You are a braggart. Come and fight me. The boy just cast a glance of a silly glance, a glance of scorn, and he grew furious, tenfold furious, when that boy belittled him. Without heeding to his shouts, the boy started moving away from him. This man followed him. Kalevana after Krishna. Krishna started running. So did Kalevana. Kalevana was in hot pursuit of Krishna. But before he reached the boy, he would elude from there. He was so elusive. Then he went running, and finally they reached a dense forest. It was dark there. Suddenly the boy disappeared into a cavern. And Kalavayana thought the boy had gone inside in order to hide, as he was afraid of me. It took some time for his eyes to get accustomed to the darkness inside. It was a huge palace in ruins. Kalyavana searched every nook and cranny but couldn't find the boy. At last, he saw somebody sleeping. And near him there was the yellow shawl of Krishna. So he decided this must be Krishna. He lifted his huge leg and stamped his foot upon the sleeping man. An ordinary man would have been crushed to pulp. But this man woke up, stood at full height and glared at his enemy who awakened him. Then fire started from his eyes, and in the fire, Kalyavana was reduced to ashes. So all this shows that Krishna was biding time. So we too have to bide time. We have to wait patiently, and we have to work with perseverance to achieve our goal. When his duty was over, when Kalyavana was eliminated, Krishna stood there, and a bright, exceedingly bright light emanated from him. And Muchukunda, the man who was sleeping was Muchukunda, who had gone to fight the Asuras in the land of gods at the invitation of Devendra. Muchukunda was a king who was born in the first Yuga, Krita Yuga or Satya Yuga. He was a great warrior king, the son of Manthada and brother of the renowned Ambarish. He was invited to put an end to the perennial menace of Asuras against Devas. He went on fighting for thousands of years and just annihilated all the Asuras. Devendra and Devaloka were very much pleased with this, and Indra said to Muchukunda, we are indebted to you. I am going to grant you a boon. You may ask what you wish. When he knew that he had been fighting for thousands of years, there would be no point in going back to his kingdom, because just his kith and kin would be dead and gone long ago. So he asked for the boon of eternal sleep. It was granted by Indra. Indra also granted him that whoever awakened him from his sleep would be reduced to ashes from the flares from the fire that emanated from his eyes. Thus, in his rage, he reduced Kalayavana to ashes. Seeing this exceedingly bright light, Muchukunda knew that it must be Lord Mahavishnu. Anyhow, he said to the figure, "O great Lord, tell me who you are." Krishna smiled, embraced Muchukunda, and said that he has done this in order to give him moksha. So, Muchukunda, I know you are the great ancestor of our Lord Sri Ramachandra of Ayodhya. Because you too belong to Ichwagu dynasty. I know you had been sleeping all through Satyayug, then Trayadayug, and now this is the end of Dwapara Yugam. I am Krishna of Dwapara Yugam. So my mission is over, and you can attain Sayujya or Moksha by chanting Vishnu Mantra. That day, sing Vishnu Mantra. Krishna vanished and went towards Dwaraka, where his people were waiting eagerly to give him a grand welcome, because they were sure he would be back. So that is faith. If you have faith as much as a grain of mustard seed, you shall say unto the mountain, "Remove hence yonder place," it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible to you. So, dear friends, have faith. And if you like this, please mark like button. Then subscribe it, please. And also share it with others, because most youngsters do not have time in this fast moving world to read Mahabhagavata or our Puranas. So I'll be back with some other story soon. Okay, bye for the time being.